If you're dealing with pigmentation, dullness, uneven skin tone, acne marks, and inflammation, especially on brown skin, azelaic acid is an ingredient I think deserves much more attention. But with a 16% azelaic acid serum like this one from Medicube, how you use it matters. So in today's video, I'm going to give you my do's and don'ts for using the Medicube 16% azelaic acid serum, including how often you should use it, what else you can combine it with, and what to do if using this makes your skin feel sensitive. Hi, I'm Neha, a certified skincare consultant, and I test skincare products on my own brown skin. I also work with clients one-on-one to build their personalized skincare routine because the right products only work when they are right for your skin. My goal is to help get your routine right without wasting money on products you don't actually need. For more details, check the link below. Now, I have been using this Medicube serum for almost 2 months. And there are a few things I think you should know before adding this to your routine. Number one thing, you should start slow. Don't assume the 16% azelaic acid serum from Medicube is going to sit extremely well on your skin because you are already used to actives. Your skin is tolerant. Don't assume that. Even when I consider myself as an experienced retinoid user, experienced other skincare active user, when I apply this on bare skin, I notice some brief tingling that settles quickly. But if you're new to azelaic acid or have sensitive skin, start once a day or even less frequently and preferably at night. Build up only as your skin tolerates it. Persistent burning or irritation is not something you should be pushing through. The second most important thing is apply a small amount. You don't need to apply a lot of it to get better results. I have tried using this in different ways. 1 pipette full, 1.5 pipette full, and I would say just a half pipette is enough for your entire face and neck. That much amount spreads evenly over the areas you are trying to treat. More product doesn't mean faster pigmentation improvement. In fact, using too much of an active like this, 16% azelaic acid, can sometimes make irritation more likely. The third thing you need to be doing while using this is pair it with right barrier supporting ingredients. Now, if you look at the ingredients, this formula also contains niacinamide, allantoin, centella asiatica, panthenol, squalene, shea butter, and ceramide NP, among other ingredients. So from a formulation perspective, there are several ingredients here that can support hydration and skin comfort alongside the active. But I suggest before you apply this, use a toner to prep your skin and then go in with the Medicube Azelaic Acid Serum. By doing that, you will be able to use a small amount that will still spread very evenly and easily across your entire face and neck. And then you can combine this with a good barrier repair moisturizer. I have tried combining this, using this alongside all the barrier repair moisturizers that I own. If you would like to know which barrier repair creams I used alongside this, that video is linked up in the cards. Now let's move on to the fourth most important thing, using sunscreen every morning. If pigmentation is your concern, using sunscreen every single day isn't optional. You are trying to reduce excess pigmentation while your skin is continually exposed to UV, and visible light can also contribute to pigmentation, particularly in darker skin tones. So use a tinted broad spectrum SPF 30 or higher every morning if pigmentation is a major concern. A tinted sunscreen containing iron oxides can provide additional protection against visible light, which is particularly relevant for melasma and hyperpigmentation. Now that we have seen all the do's, let's move on to the don'ts. Something that I've noticed with this particular azelaic acid, since it's a higher concentration, you should not overload your routine while you're using this. Now, azelaic acid generally is quite versatile and it works well alongside other actives in one single skincare routine. You can work with azelaic acid alongside other ingredients like niacinamide, vitamin C, tranexamic acid, and retinoids. But compatible doesn't mean you need to use everything together. If you're already using several strong actives, adding 16% azelaic acid can increase irritation, and inflammation can make pigmentation worse. Keep your routine simple and effective, not aggressive. The second thing you should be careful of is do not ignore persistent burning or sensitivity. I experienced some brief tingling with this serum, but if your skin feels irritated or increasingly sensitive every time you use it, don't push through. Reduce the frequency or stop using it if needed. Your skin doesn't need to adjust to persistent irritation. And the last thing you shouldn't be doing is expecting overnight results. Azelaic acid can help with acne, inflammation, and pigmentation, but pigmentation takes time. Don't judge the product after a few days or expect dramatic overnight changes. Consistency matters more than intensity here. So who this is for? If you are in your 20s, 30s or 40s and you're dealing with acne, acne marks, dullness, pigmentation or uneven tone, azelaic acid is definitely an ingredient worth considering. And for brown skin in particular, I think it's interesting because it doesn't only address pigment, it also has anti-inflammatory and acne-related benefits. And if you already have this Medicube 16% azelaic acid serum, my advice is simple. Don't use more just because you want faster results. Start slowly, keep your barrier supported, protect your skin from UV and visible light, and build your frequency based on what your skin actually tolerates. Because when it comes to pigmentation, calm and consistent skin will take you much further than any aggressive routine. And if you want to see my full breakdown on how I use azelaic acid on brown skin and how this Medicube formula compares to another azelaic acid serum, I think you're gonna like this video on your screen. I'll see you there. Thanks for watching.